Hi everyone, and welcome back to something a little bit different. I have just watched Doctor Who, the very first story. So I'm not going to go into the usual in-depth of the storylines. It's basically the Doctor, his granddaughter Susan, a couple of hitchhikers, teachers, Barbara and Ian, and the adventures begin. Simple as that. I'm not going to go into great detail of the storyline at all. So let's crack on. This is just basically things I've picked up on, things I've noticed. So we got the opening. The opening's quite good. You got the police officer wandering around outside the Trotter's yard. He walks off. The gate opens. And inside you see a police box. And it's making this weird noise. So you're already getting a hint at something is going on. It's just a hint at this stage, obviously. So as the story goes on, we are introduced to Susan, whose knowledge outweighs her teachers in many ways. Her teachers are Ian and Barbara, and they want to meet her grandfather, and they follow her to the yard. Now that's intriguing, isn't it? School teachers following their pupils home, really? I don't think that sort of thing's allowed. Anyway, they do come face to face with her grandfather, the Doctor. He deflects them. He basically says, "What are you doing here?" Blah blah blah. And by their own, how can we say, arrogance, curiosity, call it what you like, they force their way into the TARDIS, and boom, there's the TARDIS shot. It's big on the inside, and looking around the TARDIS on the inside of this one, yes, it is quite big actually, compared to later on, where it's a lot more compact. Yes, I didn't see that. We also get this piece from the Doctor himself that he and Susan are exiles, and one day he hopes to return home. So he's already stated they are aliens from another world. I like the way he keeps Barbara and Ian on board, because his reasoning is, I let them go, they're going to go off to the press and blag. Intriguing. So he keeps them on board. He dematerializes the TARDIS, and I noticed that scene you get interspliced with the title sequence. You know, or that mysterious title sequence at the beginning is interspliced with it. Looks like a bit of a rough takeoff, doesn't it? Because it seems to have knocked Ian and Barbara out, and even the Doctor is a little bit taken back. That's a bit of a rough one, that. Yeah, so we assume the Doctor has taken the TARDIS back in time to the time of the cavemen, and they get involved with these cave people. There's a dispute going on about fire, the knowledge of fire, let's say, and they get all caught up in this, and there's a lot of running around, being captured, and other things as well. I like the way episode 1 ends, where you see the TARDIS appear on this barren landscape, and you get this shadowy figure appear. I thought that was quite good. That really was good. Now, I do like the referencing to Doctor Who, because I think it was a couple of times it came up where Ian, I believe, is saying, we can't call him Dr. Foreman, and the Doctor is saying, Dr. Foreman, Doctor Who? And he's obviously saying, Who? I'm not Foreman. So we already got this referencing to the titles. He is the Doctor. Who he is, we don't know. but he has great knowledge because he is in a Type 40 capsule, and he has the ability to go backwards and forwards in time. Oh, I nearly forgot. When they go back in time, the Doctor and Susan make reference to the chameleon circuit. Not directly calling it the chameleon circuit, but clearly saying the TARDIS hasn't changed its shape. This is not on. That's a nice little touch. The caveman dialogue in this, the cave people, is rather intriguing. It's it's all sort of modern dialogue. Very weird. That is very strange. But apart from that, looking at the story itself, The Unearthly Child, I think it's a very safe opening story for Doctor Who. It's just basically, we now know the Doctor and Susan are aliens. They don't come from Earth. They come from somewhere else. He's in charge of this amazing machine called the TARDIS, obviously. And Barbara and Ian are still sort of, hey, what? Okay. And they're there for the ride. Yeah, it's a good episode, The Unearthly Child. I thoroughly enjoyed watching this one. And in due course, I'll be doing some more reviews. Goodbye. Oh, just before I depart, a couple of more things just come to me. There's a scene where the Doctor gets knocked out by a caveman. Was that a pipe he was smoking? I didn't know the Doctor was a smoker. I could be wrong, but I don't recall ever seeing the Doctor smoking a pipe or a cigarette or anything like that. Yeah, it made me laugh, that scene. It's very brief, so you might miss it if you're not paying much attention. The other one, of course, is the big one where the Doctor and co have escaped from the cave people, running through the forest. They're pursued by the cave leader and his companion. He has a run-in with a wild beast and is injured. And Ian and Barbara and Susan help him. And it's obviously the Doctor. He's just got no interest, Oh, these are all barbarians. Let's get off out of here. Let's get back to the TARDIS. And of course, the famous scene, obviously, where he picks up the rock and Ian interjects, saying, what are you going to do with that sort of thing? We never know what was going to go through the Doctor's mind about that. We've got no idea. But it's intriguing that. Would he have done something brutal? No, I don't think he would have really. But he would have done something which could be categorised as wrong, out of character for the Doctor. But there you go. Okay, that's it. That's the two I missed off accidentally. So that is definitely it. See you in due course. Goodbye.